Good morning. Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm a little late today. I decided to make myself probably what doesn't look very appetizing, but a very decadent breakfast. Will I eat it? Eventually. I'm gonna have a bite now with all of you before we get started. I made French toast with cinnamon and vanilla, and then I caramelized a banana and put fresh ground peanut butter on top. I think I got a wink from heaven. I think it's Elvis approved. I didn't put the jelly on it, um, but I still think it's Elvis approved. Mmm, it's Bitty Penny approved. Now, I did put a little bit of syrup on it, but not too much because my blood sugar doesn't like sugar anymore. Hi, Norma. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Vicky. We got two Vickies in the house. Hi. So, I decided to make myself a decadent breakfast. I'm gonna eat a little bit, tell you what we're gonna get into. I kind of have some concept of these really cool. Teresa, hello. I have a concept of these really cool like Scorpion Moon birthday cards. So, hey Lydia. We have a ton of scorpions in my husband's, well, in my house and in my husband's family. And so today, because it's November 1st, I would like to make a series of Scorpion Moon birthday cards. That's what we're going to do today. Don't check out. We're going to have some fun. Deidre? Deidre! Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about you a ton. What are you up to? You and your wifey. I've been thinking about both of you. I want to hang out again. I want to craft and just hang out with you. I mean, my life is crazy and I have like no time, but I still, my heart wants it. All right, let me grab this Scorpion stamp set real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm just over here thumbing through my stamp set real quick. I don't know. I know it's in this drawer, but I don't know where. So I have to go through all of my stamps to find it. It's not one I use every day. It better be in here. All right. Just a little more. Hopefully my breakfast is entertaining enough. Oh, that's not it. All right. Sorry. One more thumb through real quick. Gotta find this Scorpion if we're gonna do this. Scorpion, oh Scorpion, where art thou, Scorpion? Not right there. No. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not cool. It's not in there. All right. Let me look over here real quick. I'm gonna be so upset if I can't find this Scorpion, y'all. That was the whole plan for today. goodness. Let me say hi to more people. And let me think. Think. Where is that scorpion? Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. I'm having my decadent Elvis approved breakfast minus the jelly. I have a funny Elvis story for you guys too. Don't let me forget to tell you. Oh, well, I love Scorpios, Teresa. No wonder I love you. All right. I don't know anything about astrology, but I have a lot of Scorpios in my life and I love them. So I figure I love Scorpios. All right. Where, oh, where did my scorpion go? So it's a Stamperia brand stamp. You know, the problem is I have too many stamps. But that's okay. I'm about to destash like crazy. So it won't be a problem for long. I know, y'all. You're just like, please get it together, woman. Please. Let me see if it's accidentally made it into my Tim Holtz drawer. I'll go through all my Timmy stamps real quick. But I think the only thing in Tim's drawer is Tim, because that's the way it should be. I was just thinking maybe my brain said, you know what, it's a scorpion. It can go in there. It's not in the Timmy drawer. All right, I'm pulling out this whole drawer and bringing it over here. Oh gosh, I have to tell y'all about our Halloween carnival we did last night. So many stories to tell y'all. Get closer so you don't think I'm in a tunnel. Well, this is working out. I can't find my scorpion stamp set and I'm getting to eat my breakfast. Mmm. If you've been here very long, you know I'm not a quitter. So I'm looking through this drawer for a third time because this is where it belongs. It should be in here. All right, if I don't find it on this pass, we'll have to do it another day. And then we'll have to completely pivot and shift gears. Which isn't really what I want to do. At last, it is not in there. Oh man, I really wanted to make that card. I'm so bummed. Where is that stamp set, y'all? I'm here. Sorry, I was looking for my stamp set. I'm going to finish this piece of toast with you guys, have a swig of my coffee, and think about what else I'm going to make. Yes, I have like a whole variety of the plates, so they're all mixed matched. I have some in this pattern and other patterns as well. My mom is a big Pioneer Woman fan, so she put me onto it. I can't really explain how frustrated I am that I can't find the stamp set. It was part of the Amazonia collection. Don't get your paper and peanut butter and caramelized banana. But yeah, it was a part of this collection. And it had like scorpion, a really big scorpion on it, and other things. Huh. It'll pop up when I'm least expecting it. Oh, you do, Jill? Yeah. It's on your desk? You were talking about it yesterday. I know. What the heck? All right. I had to put the food away for me. Put the food away. All right. Well, none of this is going to work. We have to completely shift gears. All right. We can do that. We can do that. We will completely shift gears. All right. You guys, I didn't realize it, but Dr. Shrub's off work today. Oh my gosh, he's off to like Tuesday. I was like, we should have planned a trip. I want to go somewhere if you have that much time off work. Yeah, so he's here. So we'll just make something quick. It'll be a quicker live today. Also, because I've been sick all week, I'm all out of breath. Who said crafting isn't cardio? They were wrong. They ever tried to look for a scorpion stamp set before? I think not. Anyways, I need to make a sheet load of cards for tomorrow. Because I've been sick all week. I haven't done that yet. So, I was thinking this rooster is very fall, even though this is like a spring. This is from May. I think, you know, we can look at things and make them fall. I think this fairy could still be fall. I think that rooster could be fall. I think the birds, the camper. This is September. We've got a pumpkin. And then we've used this one before. And then I guess, you know, pivot. Story of my life, Vicky. Pivot, pivot, pivot. We'll do fall. We'll do fall, y'all. All right, and I think I'll do Kendra's card challenge, which means we have to figure out our own dimensions. Look at my best friend. Can you guess who she was for Halloween? Ozzy Osbourne. She sent me this at 10 o'clock last night. She is the most fun in the whole world. I got her from Omari. You know what I've never used is this bicycle with the sleeves. That's really cute. Dr. Shrub bought me a brand new awesome cruiser bike last year, and I have ridden it literally a handful of times. So I've been wanting to ride it. So maybe I'll do the bicycle, do some fall greetings. I'm still trying to mail out Happy Mail. My printer's still like, I don't know about, you know what, guys? I got so many stories to tell you. The new printer, I was like, oh, this is good. It's a lot like my last one, and my last one was on its last leg. So what did I do? I threw it away thinking, well, the new one's going to be fine. The new one is not fine. I cannot get it to work. Uninstalled it, reinstalled it, doing all the things. And my old one is on a landfill somewhere. Not cool. I just didn't want it taking up space in the house. Like, there's no use in keeping it wasn't broken, but it was on its last leg. Okay. So, Kendra's card challenge number 20 is what we will work on today. We have made a few of these cards together, but not all of these cards. I'm just looking to see, you know, they're all great, but who I find amusing. It's kind of hard to narrow it down. Let's try 7. That's really different. I wouldn't normally make a card like that, and I don't think I'm going to make it exactly like that, but let's start with 7. That's this one right here. And I don't think we'll have to do a whole lot of conversion of measurements, so it feels like a safe start. We'll start there. Well, hello, Sharon and Esther. Did anyone see Cool Johnny's card in Crafty Al's Happy Mail? No, that's cool. I haven't watched Jay and Mary craft together yet. These are the examples that they share. So I have a lot of catching up to do. These are samples that they'd send in their kits sometimes. Looks like that's supposed to be an A2 card base. Just exploring the baggie. All right. Oh, this is the one with the rooster. This one is one I haven't put on the acetate yet. I usually like to put them on acetate because they're easier to manage. Let's see. Yeah, I want a rooster. Let's do the rooster. I also like the mama bird. All right. So, yeah, this definitely needs acetate. I'll do that later. You already had to watch me eat breakfast and rifle through all of my belongings for a scorpion stamp set. All right, so let's get on to story time because I got stories to tell. So my breakfast was Elvis approved this morning. I felt the wink and the nod that it was approved. So many of you already know, I used to work and travel with a reggae band. And the leader, the guy who paid all of us and put the band together, was Charley Pride's son. Y'all ever heard of Charley Pride? Probably so. If not, he was like the first Black country and Western star. And he was amazing. I got to meet him because we would record in his studio when we would record a new album, and I would be there, and he was the nicest person ever. So I have a couple of Charley Pride stories because my dad used to play baseball in a baseball league in Dallas that Charley Pride played in. And so they used to play baseball together. Anyways, so Carlton, the guy I worked for, Charlie's son, his dad, Charlie, took him to meet Elvis one time. I think it was when Elvis was in Vegas at his residency. And he said Elvis used to rent out an entire floor to a hotel. He didn't get a room. He got the entire floor. And that's how he rolls. So they show up. They get onto Elvis's floor. And he said that he stayed all the way down the hall at the end of the hallway. So the last room on the floor. And that when they went in to meet him, it was just Elvis in an empty room. He had the room emptied out in front of a TV screen. He said it was the most bizarre thing ever. And he had like built this up, you know, like, because he was real young. And he's like, I'm meeting Elvis. And, you know, I was just like so excited and like couldn't, like, you know, I'd already like had all these preconceived notions of what he would be like, of what it would, you know, what it was all going to be like. And he's like, we just went into a room where there were no chairs or anything. And it was just Elvis in one chair watching TV. He was nice, really, really nice, but it was not what I was expecting. I was like, wow. Yeah. So that's my funny Elvis story for you guys. It's not first person, it's second person. But it's like one of those stories that really stuck with me. Okay, so let's look at sketch number 7. It has like some circles. Oh, come on. I got this pattern out. I might just have to get some paper. I mean, obviously we're going to need some paper. I might use this for a different card sketch. Maybe I'll use this plaid, maybe for this one or something. All right, you know I had to pivot today, so now I got to get some paper real quick. Geez, is she ever going to make anything? Yes. Yes, I am. All right, let me get some paper, though. Maybe I'll find my scorpion stamp set while I'm looking through my paper. That would be cool. Ooh, I'm going to use this one. This one's pretty. This is Wallflowers by Recollections. I'm looking for a year. I don't know when it was made. But I think it's going to be pretty because look at the first page. It's very fallish. Ooh, so pretty. Let's take a page there. You know, you have me at flowers. How was y'all's Halloween? Oh my gosh, mine was so busy. So busy. Ooh, these are really pretty. Let's grab these too. Okay. And then, ooh, this is so pretty. Let's grab this one. Okay. Dr. Shrub just walked by. I think he was confused. I think he's still confused about what our Saturdays look like around here. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Terry. Hi, Paula. Everyone's in the house. Kendra, we're doing your card challenge. I love you, and I love your card challenges, girlfriend. I truly do. I just was so busy I couldn't keep up, and I don't want to drive you crazy. Look, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But the thing is I might be forced to do it last minute. And I don't like doing people like that because a lot of people in our community are planners, which I think is amazing. And they like work ahead of their deadlines. Sometimes I'm coming in right across the line. So I'm just going to do your card challenge all the time just because I love it. You know what, Kendra, I've had people ask me, will you start doing Kendra's card challenges again? Because I really like your versions. We're doing sketch 7 right now. So you know what it looks like. I don't have to show you, but show everybody else. Okay, and we're doing fall. Okay, so this paper pad had solid colors that match the pattern paper. So I grabbed one of each because then we'll have like matting layers to play with. Let's use, I think maybe this one for the chicken. Let's use this for the chicken. All right, so you know we're going to turn this into a 5x7, you guys. Okay, so yesterday I worked until like 3, and then I thought I clocked out for lunch. I never went back. It's terrible because there was so much to do. I thought it would only take 30 minutes or an hour, so it sounded like a lunch break to me. Ended up being a whole lot more. Hi, Kim in Alaska. I didn't stop moving until 11 o'clock last night. Just deep breaths. It was a full day, but it was so much fun. And all the kids, not all the kids, but a lot of the kids were like, your house is the best house in the neighborhood. This is so much fun. Oh, they just loved it. And that made me so happy. I like making kids happy. You know, our children need more happiness in their lives. Less fear, more happy. All right, I'm going to give myself 1/4 inch of border. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 3/4 by 6 3/4. And the house that usually does the haunted house, why does this not look right? This is not right. What have I done? Oh, because it should be 4 3/4. Okay, no problem. We'll have a 1 inch strip here. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. That's what I've done. Okay. Nice little matted background there. So, Sparkle Heart came up with the coolest, let me see if I have a picture. We called it Halloween Hop. There's me and Sparkle Heart together. Aww. But she came up with this really cool like hopscotch thing where it's like you follow the snake to start and then you crush the pumpkins and then you balance on the broomsticks. Isn't that cute? She's like, I mean, I think I got it off Instagram or something. But, and then we made this really adorable tic-tac-boo, which was like tic-tac-toe, but with pumpkins and ghosts, and everyone loved that. And then we had a monster eyeball toss and a bowling alley. It was so fun. And it was a ton of work. But it's worth it when you're making little kids happy. It's worth it. Okay, next. Next, I'm going to do something here. I am going to shrink this purple piece down so I can see more of this back layer. That's what we're going to do next. So I know that that's 4 3/4. I'm going to go 4 1/4. Look, you don't need to change Kendra's sketches at all. If you make A2 cards, they're perfect and wonderful. I'm going to do 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. But I like to make, 5 by 7 cards. So that's why I make alterations. Okay, so now we've got this. Lovely. Very fallish. Then we've got a rooster. We're gonna stamp our rooster like on probably watercolor cardstock. Let's just be honest. Okay, so I've got a scrap of watercolor. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing? Oh, good, Kendra. I'm so glad. Okay, so now I think, let me get my ruler because it helps me so much. I think I'm gonna do this at like just maybe 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Or I might just, I don't even know what this measurement is because there's no ruler right there, but I made it not quite square. We're gonna stick with a rectangle. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Now, we're gonna stamp the rooster. And you know what? I might not even color him. We might stamp him in Simon Hurley's inks and just spritz. Well, yeah, okay. We'll stamp him in Simon Hurley. I will not just spray water on it, although that would be fun. But I'm going to get some colors out. This rooster is quite the show. He puts on a show, this rooster does. All right. So on my, let me do my darkest color last. Let's go light to dark. I think this color is pretty light. Yeah, that's a light ink pad. So I'm just gonna tap my color on like so. And we're just gonna kind of color his plume this way. If I had some of those little bitty blending brushes, I would use those, but I don't have those, so we're gonna have to do it this way. All right, and then let's put the brown on. Oh my gosh, my niece and my nephew were so adorable. My niece was a dead cheerleader, but she was so cute. Like her little costume was just adorable. My nephew was an assassin. And we were laughing because my daughter, Sparkleheart, who's older than both of them, was Princess Tiana. Like, we don't do scary. It was so funny. We all got a good laugh out of that. Okay. Now you can spritz it with water before you stamp it down, but I'm going for something a little more crisp initially. Isn't that fun? And now I'm not going to use a water bottle. I'm not going to use a water bottle. Just keep telling yourself that. I'm going to use a water brush though. And I'm going to drag out some of the color in a more controlled way than if I spray it. Miss Angie, how you doing? Hi, Di. Hey, Flo. Whoa. Talk about flow. All right. I had a feeling that brush was dirty. I always tap it on my hand. You don't have to do that. I'm a mess. I don't mind paint on me. I've always kind of liked it. I was so excited when I became an art handler because I finally got to touch all the paintings, which is what I always wanted to do. When I go to a museum or a gallery, Sparkleheart will show me something and she'll be like, but don't touch it. You can look with your eyes. Okay, so we're kind of doing like faux watercoloring here because these inks are so water reactive. I'm also have them on a watercolor paper. Now, if I had stamped this on like accent opaque or like a standard paper, I may not be able to move them as much. So that's something to take into consideration. But look at him strutting his stuff. I think that's very fallish. Okay. I took a long-term substitute job. My days are very long and the months are short. Oh yeah, it sounds like being a parent, Sharon. Your days are long and the years are short. Like, how is it November 1st? Somebody tell me that. I have no idea. All right, I got this plaid stamp. Let's stamp this out. I think I'll just do it in the Weeping Willow, which is the brown. Do I want brown? Yeah, let's just do it in brown. And I am going to use this for the strip that goes across. This does not need to be on watercolor paper. This can just be on any paper that I can find. Let me get my grubby little hands on. All right, here's a piece of scrap paper. For those of you that don't have the time change, you'll notice a change because Bitty Penny's in the area. Yes, well, thank you, Angie. I didn't even think to point that out. I'm so professional. But yes, that's true. My time changes tomorrow. So I slept in today. I slept till 6. And then I laid in bed for an hour because my body said, not yet. And so I laid in bed for an hour. Okay, so this is going to be our strip that goes across. It's shaping up. It's going to be a card. What do you know? Not a scorpion moon card, but a rooster card. All right, all this white is really getting to me. So we're going to ink blend and dingy up the back. There we go. Now, I didn't use a lot of water, so I had a feeling that was just going to be dry enough, and it is. Okay, I like that. Let's also cut a mat for him. Cut it with this scrap. I'm excited. What I sent you is waiting for you at your post office box. Oh, cool. I'll go there today. So we have this community It's about an hour away from me, called Round Top. Y'all should look it up. Just Google Round Top. Like it's got the coolest places to stay, like bed and breakfast places. And then it's an antique community. So it's like where they have this huge 25, like I think it's literally like, not 25 miles. It's like 2,500 acres, something absurd like that. All my numbers are wrong, but I'm just trying to give you a scope. It's huge, like this really huge, like antique market that literally takes you days to get through. Anyways, I'm kind of thinking I want to take a day trip there, but I am probably the only person in my family who wants to do that. My mom would want to do that, but my mom, her knees have just been off the charts painful. So I know she can't hold up to all of that activity right now. So I'm gonna have to think of another place. We also have another community that's a lot closer called Salado. And I was thinking maybe we could go there as a day trip. I'm trying to find a day trip for us today. That's what I'm trying to tell all of you. So I'm thinking about surprising the family with a day trip somewhere. It will probably be Shawdown. But maybe I can convince them to go tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day. Now, Angie and anybody else, if you're sending Dr. Shrub a birthday card and you address it to him, I am not opening it. He is going to open all of his happy mail that you guys send him, not me. So if you think, why isn't she sharing what I sent her? Well, if it's in with his, I won't see it. Now, if his comes in mine, then I'll just still seal it in an envelope for him or keep his envelope sealed. But that's how I'm doing that. Just so y'all know. And it's all a secret. It's a big secret. Okay, let's cut this down. Is there some place fun to go with your family? I mean, I'm sure there is. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Flo. It's like what I can get people around here excited about. Here's the thing. I think we're all like, probably, I am incredibly sore from yesterday. I bet Dr. Sharba is too. So I don't think it's going to be like a place we want to go and do like this major trek or anything. Like, the weather's so nice. I think it would be nice to go on a hike. There's one family member who's never interested in a hike. That's Sparkleheart. The only hike she wants to do is at the mall. She's allergic to nature and kind of despises it. Not bad for eyeballing it. I'm going to flag. Corner, or the, there. The ends. I need to turn it this way. That pattern's really messing with me. All right. As far as like finding a center, not that I think I found my center very well, even this way, but all right. Now, the next thing we need are circles. Look at that. Kendra and her awesome sketches. The pivot is working out, you guys. It's working out. I sent a larger package, but the cards for Dr. Show are sealed. Oh, good. Okay, I'll open that. All right, let's do a 1-inch scallop. Why? Because that's all I can find very easily. Okay, how about we stamp. Let me put my tip back on my glue. Aw. Oh, did they get postcards? See, I'm behind. I don't know. I have not seen the episode yet. I will definitely watch it. But I have not seen that yet. Okay, so I'm thinking I had pulled out 3 different reds or oranges for the rooster that we used, and I think I'll stamp those out, and that will be our 3 colored circles that go there. I need to find a pattern though. Hold on. You know what else would be cute if we didn't even do the circles and we did like acorns or leaves? Those would be cute too. That's a cute idea to do little, we'll do circles because I'm gonna follow rules, but you could do acorns or leaves. Well, looks like we're gonna stamp it in plaid because that's the only pattern I have. So let me move my card, pull this. Thank you so much, Angie. That's very sweet. Hey, Nima. How's it going? Okay, I'm gonna take it easy on myself. I only need a 1-inch circle, so I'm just gonna try to ink this with my 3 colors. Work smarter, not harder. Right? Let's see if it'll be fine. No matter what, it'll be fine. So this is our scrap. Acorns would be great, wouldn't they, Paula? Postcard. Easter basket colors. Packs or packing and shiny. Oh, Mr. Wheel. Yeah, rascal. That's fun. Oh, gosh. I have to watch. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you were enjoying the night. Yeah, we were busy. Oh my gosh, you guys. So the way I set up the table, so, you know, we had all the games for everyone. And then we had like a prize table. If the kids played a game, they got prizes. They just had to play. They didn't have to, you know, there was no winning. Just by playing, you win, right? And then I had a basket of treats and had a basket of tricks. The tricks were the ramen noodles. Oh my gosh. You would not believe how many kids love ramen. A lot. I'll just tell you. It's so many. I'm going to have to start. I told my husband next year I'm going to start buying ramen in September when I just go to the grocery store each week. I'm just going to go ahead and just pick up a package of ramen every time so I don't run out, because by the time the big kids came around, there was no ramen for them. And I know the big kids like ramen. All right. So my circles, because I cut my paper at 1 inch and my punch is 1 inch, they don't stick out or anything. And they don't really stand out very much. What can we do about that? I could see, I don't have a lot of punches, but I could see if I have one that's slightly bigger. I honestly, ooh, I kind of have an idea. I don't really have that many punches. I have an idea though. we're going to cut some rectangles. Out of these. And then I'm going to round them with my corner rounder and see what happens. Okay, so we need it to be larger than 1 inch. 1 3/4. Sure, that's fine. 1 3/4. 1 3/4. This is not going to be that big. Ooh, close enough. Is Deidre still here? Deidre, if you're still here, I know you might be listening and crafting along with me. Is Rebecca Hoot doing a Christmas? I'm going if she is. Gosh darn it. I wanted to go to her Candyland thing and it was my son's birthday. I couldn't do it. All right, I'm going for the deep corner here. Anyways, I'm curious if she's doing a Candyland or a Christmas thing. And if you're going. If you're still here. If not, I will look you up. I will look her up and find out. Oh, that's too big. That's way too big. But I think the concept is going to work. Okay. Deidre, she is not. Okay. In February. Okay. Oh, bummer. I know she went to Europe and she's been busy and everything, but dang it. I was just going to give myself that. Like, Merry Christmas to me. I'm going to Rebecca Hoot's Christmas workshop. This is really hard. I feel like I'm not getting this straight. And I'm glad you're still here, teacher. I know you're busy crafting. I just know it. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I don't mind if it hangs over. That's better. Look, we're just experimenting right now, so bear with me. We're just going to do 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. And then round. Cute. Cute as a button. Ooh, these would be cute if we put buttons on these. Oh, that would be really cute. Okay. So this next one, I'm going to do even smaller than 1 1/4. Bye, Maddie. Oh my gosh, have the best trip ever. Don't you leave today, tomorrow? When are you leaving? Very soon. Take lots of pictures. Have lots of fun. Happy birthday. Say hello to London and Paris for me. Eat lots of yummy food. Have lots of fun. Take some comfortable shoes. It's the only thing I'll tell you. A water bottle and some comfortable shoes. And the cloud for lots of pictures. Here's what's cool about Kendra's card challenge. She gives you all the cutting dimensions. You just real quick, like lickety split, cut up 6 pieces of 6x6 paper, and you don't have to do all the things I'm doing right now. But I make it a wee bit more complicated and do it this way. I think I'm going to cut that center one down too. So maybe, just maybe, we can see some of this paper. We've come this far. Bye, Vicki. Have an awesome weekend. I'll have a sheet load tomorrow, hopefully. I know everybody else will. I will too. I'm going to get it together. Why do I not feel like that's the right? I think that is the right one. The right dimension. Or measurement. All right. So Easter colors, a postcard, shiny, packing. Is it just cheating to do luggage? Okay. Now, we need a sentiment. I want a sentiment to go across here. Let's see what our options are. Oh gosh, I can't read that. Good things come to those who wait. Time to recharge. You deserve every happy moment that comes your way. A little something to swirl away. Every year you get a little more nuts. It sounds like me. You'll find the time. No. I don't know what that says. It's just too small. I need the large print edition. Let's see. I'll stamp it out. How about that? Because that's not, this isn't to scale. So let's just stamp it out and see what it says. Because it may be just what we want. And if it's not, next time I'll know what it says. No, baby. Oh, you did? Wait, what's the 5th parameter? Okay. What are you talking about? You can tell me. You just have to go watch and find out. You'll find the true value of moments in the memories they leave behind. Well, that's true. But that's really hard to read. That's hard to read, y'all. I like it. It stretches. It's the right size. What do we do? I'm going to draw a little arrow telling myself, hey, self, that's what that one is. I think I'm going to put buttons on here. I think that's what I'm going to do because I really liked the buttons idea. Oh my gosh, at work, they do the coolest thing. So at my job, they set up jars full of candy and you have to guess how many pieces are inside. They had a huge jar of miscellaneous buttons. I just wanted the buttons because you win money and you win the like iPads and then you win like, you know, the jar of candy or whatever. Well, this year they had like a big jar of buttons and I wanted that jar. But I was so busy working, that one's too big, that I didn't turn in my guesses. Well, you can't win if you don't play. See how cute that would be though? We're gonna do buttons. Very old school. Here's a red one. Oh, I love it. It's so like country fab. All right. Just have to make sure I've made all the right choices. I think this one might be better. And no, I'm not stitching these on there because I love myself. And I love all of you. And we're not going to kind of go through that kind of trauma here today. So I'm gluing them down. I'm kind of thinking I should stick. What do y'all think? Okay, let me know. I do work from home. As a remote employee, we get to play along. And they'll just ship us our loot if we win. Somebody guessed the exact number, and a lot of people got really close. I kind of wonder if they took pictures with their phone and asked AI to guess. Bye, Kendra. Hugs and kisses. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for all the awesome sketches. You're amazing. I don't know how you do this, but I'm so impressed. And thanks for keeping me crafting. Okay, so what do y'all think? Should we do different colored buttons or like all red or something? Zal Storm, how's it going? Isn't this button box amazing? I mean, I have buttons, right? Maybe the person who won really needed buttons. I don't know their story. I didn't know the person. So what do y'all think? Should we do different colors or kind of keep them all real similar? Because we have options. I kind of like that one. You like the different colors? Okay, let's do different colors. I see y'all like different colors. I agree. Let's do these. I love my little button box. This is a Hallmark box from 1984. It's got a date in there. And I got it at the thrift store for 50 cents. And I was like, yes, please. And it became my button box. Okie dokie. Let me glue these down. Oh, bananas. My Fabri-Tac is in the other room. I have to go grab it. I'm sorry. There's no other glue that will work. I'll BRB. I know exactly where it's at. I just thought of something. The post office is going to hate this card because it's fat, not flat. So these were our Tic Tac Boo tiles. See, I just cut them out of cardboard. We cut them the same size. And we painted ghosts. Each one has a different little face. And then pumpkins. And each one has a different face. So that was our Tic Tac Boo tiles. And of course we covered the back with Halloween paper. Okay. That might need to be hand delivered. Yeah, this is, yeah, they do match the rooster. This is not one for the post office. I'm sure my mom will probably end up with this card. She likes roosters and chickens and all that stuff. Or my neighbors next door who have chickens illegally, which is fine with me. They don't bother me. And I get fresh eggs. I'm not worried about it. I already told all y'all and everybody else I want to become the president of the HOA and disband it in the first meeting and be done. It's my goal in life. Oh, speaking of goals in life, I haven't made 100% for sure decision yet, but I may take a 12-week art class. Like it's a course that you get certified in. And we may just take this channel in a whole new direction. Not like I'm not making cards anymore. I don't mean that. I mean a more meaningful, arty direction. I don't like the way I talk to myself or think about my art. So I could use some healing. I think there's others out there like me. And we might just find it together. That's all I'm going to say. The thing is it's insane to even think about, but I might have to use my mornings for school. I'll still do lives, but not like as many because I'll need to be doing my schoolwork. But it's only for 12 weeks. My husband is thinking I may be completely crazy. He hasn't said that, but I think he's probably thinking it. Thing is work naturally slows down for me over this next 12 weeks. So like it's the only time of the year that it does slow down enough that I could take something on like this. So it's kind of strike when the iron's hot. He just wants me to make sure that the school is fully accredited and it's legit. And then I think he's on board. Okay, that is our card. Look at that cute little country button little rooster. Man, that weeping willow is so cool because it looks like sepia. Looks like sepia. Okay, that's sketch number 7. It took us a while to get there, y'all. I'm so sorry. I mean, there was me eating breakfast. Here's Kendra's version. Here's my version. I just wanted my rooster to be the focal point, so I just moved my banner down. But I love it. I wouldn't have come up with that on my own. And I really like it. So yay, let's pick another. And then I know it's a short Saturday for us here, but then I might I want to make this one. Then I might let you guys go only because my hubby's home and I like him. And I have to make a sheet load for tomorrow. There will be a sheet load video tomorrow. All right, so let's do another. This is number 8. All right, I already have the paper out, so we don't have to like hunt for paper. I really want to use this one. So let's use this orange for the background. Let's use the flowers for so the orange will be the orange on this sketch and the hot pink is going to be the flowers. That'll be pretty. And then we'll figure out what our focal points will be. John's back. John, I finished my card and it's normal brace yourself. It's just a normal card, but it does have really cute buttons on it. And a loudmouth rooster. All right. Some things don't stop here at work. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm sure that they don't, even if you really want them to. Okay. Different card, same slices. 4 3/4. I turned it on its side so I wouldn't have that problem. 4 3/4 or something like it. There we go. By 6 3/4. All right, that's our background. Hey, why don't we use some of this paper too? That'll be pretty. We'll use some of that paper too. Okay, now we need to create our strips here. Let's do a good old 2-inch strip. And then, yep. And then we'll do, let's do 3/4 of an inch. Oh my goodness, my husband was cooking while we had the trick-or-treaters here last night. He's like, I burnt my noodles. He made spaghetti. It was delicious. I do not know how he pulled off making spaghetti in the middle of trick-or-treating mayhem. Carnival in the front yard. He's between the front yard. He was managing the bowling alley and inside making spaghetti. And I was just managing the goodie table, the prizes, the treats, the tricks. And then I had designed and engineered the eyeball toss so that it just fed the balls back to the kids. Because I was like, we can't have too many games that are too demanding. So I engineered it and I got a compliment. The lady was like, who built that box? And my hubby's like, my wife over there. He's like, she was like, wow, she's quite the engineer. Because I designed the box so that it had flaps for one to catch stray balls. And then I designed the inside to slope down. And then there was a hole. And then it fed to a tube that fed to the side and pushed all the balls back out onto a tray. So they could just pick the ball up out of the tray, throw it in the box, and it just kept them coming. Now, the funny thing is that I called Dr. Charbon to help me with like the final tube because I was trying to figure out how to put the tube in without like twisting it because the ball would get stuck. And he's like, well, you could have just done this. And he thought of a much simpler way. Like I over-engineered it for sure. But I was already like knee deep. I couldn't change course at that point. I had to see it through. I don't know what that's based on, and honestly, I've been turning it off. The whole crown thing. I don't know how they figure that out. I have found that we've got a way now to turn it off. I didn't think of it this morning because it's like so many buttons to click before going live, but I turned it off yesterday. I was just like, we don't need that. I don't want anyone feeling like number 2. Everybody's number 1 in my books. Everybody gets a crown. Even my silent viewers are number 1 and get a crown. So I could do without that new feature. If anybody from YouTube is listening, it's not really, I don't like hierarchy. All right, so there's that. Now we're gonna have this over here. Now, obviously, I didn't even measure these matting layers, and I didn't follow instructions to get here. I'm just following the overall design. Okay, let's put that about right there. Oh, wait. A Kendra move would be to have that go across my card base. That would be a Kendra move. Let's do it. Oh, that's sweet, Paula. I really feel like y'all have been on a roller coaster with me this year. And I appreciate you seeing it through and hanging out with me and supporting me through a year where I worked almost overtime every single week except for when I was on vacation. And I didn't have a lot of direction. I will say that design teams do kind of help corral me and give me direction. And I do well with deadlines. My job is deadline based, and I actually really like that about it. But thanks for bearing with me. I couldn't remember if I needed to cut this off, but I don't. I need to put glue all the way across. This is fun. I like this sketch. Okay, we need to find our focal point, and we'll have sketch number 8 done. I think we'll do the squirrel. Is the squirrel right? I don't know. Let's stamp it out and find out. We're done with the rooster. He served his purpose. Let's see about the squirrel. About the right size. We'll do Weeping Willow again from Mr. Hurley. Oh, thanks, Jill. I know. I sure did. I wanted to do a lot more, but I was too busy having fun with the likes of you, Miss Sharon. As long as you enjoy it. Yeah, I do. The only thing I didn't enjoy was that pillow box the other day. Ooh, he looks a little rough. Let's see what we can do with the water brush. He's pretty cute though. I always like coloring like this because it just takes me back to my childhood, to those coloring books that had the dots, and you'd get just a water brush and it felt like you were painting. Oh, those were my favorite coloring books growing up. And that's what This always feels like when I stamp it out and just kind of use the ink to color it up. It feels like those coloring books from back in the day. When life was a little more simple. All right. Let's do something with those eyes. He's got crazy eyes. Let's make them a little less crazy. There we go. Well, I don't know. He's still got a little bit of crazy eye going on. Crazy cute. All right. Do that. Does a squirrel go? I mean, I think it's okay. You could just put a sentiment on it, like a big sentiment, but yeah, I guess we'll do the squirrel. Bless you, Dr. Shrub. All right. Let's color in the acorn. You finished your craft roulette card? Not sure I like it, but it's done. I found my newest stamp set from Journal Say, the postcard one. Oh, cool. Oh, you guys, how are y'all liking all this Journal Say stuff? Tell me more. I know Miss Linda. I saw Linda was using some of hers. Hope you like it. Hope you had a good experience. I've had a good experience with them. I wouldn't recommend something I didn't have a good experience with. Cute. Little cutie. All right. Fill in some of that white space. There we go. You love the Journal Say stuff. Good. I'm so glad. That makes me happy. Okay, just kind of blend that out. And I might end up doing a little ink blending. We'll see. We'll see. Now, I just need to cut them out, pop them on. So they give you is excellent value. I feel the same way, Jonna. I sure do. And hello, how are you? And they ship fast. And they ship well. Like, I like the way they package everything. And yeah, it's a good experience. I've had a good experience so far, which is why I recommended it. So what do y'all think? You like the squirrel? I think the squirrel is fine. And I think we have some fun sentiments we can put with them. All right. I'm wondering if I want to mat him. And I think I do. Wait. Do I want to keep him white? I kind of want to do like a really soft pink like this around the edge, but I'd have to have a clean brush. Let me look for a clean brush real quick because I can't trust my pink brush. Look at a pink clean brush. What do you know? And then let me see if I have a soft pink. Not here. Here's one. From my favorite things. They're not even in business anymore. So sad. Tickled Pink. This squirrel is cute, isn't it, Kim? Probably need to re-ink this thing. And it's just a really light color, which is good. That's what I wanted. I made a card with this last year when it came in the mail. Do y'all remember it had 3 little squirrels all lined up? That one was cute. It was on acetate too. It was like a peekaboo acetate card. Excuse me. So sorry. Finally getting over the ick that I had this week. All right. I think it's so much better with just, I know it's just very light, but just a little bit of pink in the background is better than the white for me, personally. I did stamp that on watercolor paper, by the way. I think we'll pop it up with foam tape too. Why not? I don't know what happened to his forehead here, but I like it. It wasn't intentional, but it actually makes him look furry somehow. I've only ordered once. And the scene on my box is fall themed. Oh, yeah. Did you have the heart orange bubble wrap in it too? That was so cute. I sent mine with Sparkle Heart to school because they were doing an egg drop. Her egg made it. Of course, she basically built Fort Knox around it from the way she made it sound, so I don't know how her egg couldn't have made it. Okay. No regular bubbles, but it's still very nice. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, they do a nice job. They're great to work with too. Like, seem like very nice, kind, generous, thoughtful people. So that's always good too. I like people like that. All right, so we're gonna pop this little cutie right here. Glad we popped him up. Aww. And I'm also glad we put the squirrel on it. Okay. Now, we've got options. Beauty of Fall. That's kind of sweet. Autumn. Autumn is here inside my heart. Autumn, the season of fallen leaves. Autumn, the leaves are changing. I feel poetry in the air. Oh, I love that. That could go on the inside. It's the little things that make life big. I feel the same way. These would be pretty on the inside. They were in with that kit. I think we foiled these together with Crafty Critta. We sure did. Pretty sure. These are kind of hard to cut out though. I will say the way that they're arranged on here is a little tricky. So let's see. Those are nice. But there's always lots of sentiments and a Unity kit. Where is the kit? That's not the one. I've got 3 out, so here it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I just kept overlooking it. Okay, so we've got options. I have pieces everywhere. Y'all ignore me. Every year you get a little more nuts. That's my favorite one. A little something to squirrel away. Good things come to those who wait. This one that's hard to read. You deserve every happy moment that comes your way. Someday it's all gonna make sense. Time to recharge. That's nice too. I'm gonna do every year you get a little more nuts because that's the one that makes me happy. And I think I'll put it right there. And maybe it'll make somebody else happy too. I'm gonna stamp it on this paper, this one that we keep using for all of our matting layers so far, instead of white. Just cleaning up my squirrel real quick to put him back. So what are y'all doing today? Is it cold where you're at? Not long enough. Might use this paper. Oh, wait. Too short. Okay. Boy, we have put this paper to the test today. It's a little chilly here. It's warm. I mean, we have no room to complain. I was out in a dress last night that had lace on the front and lace on the back. So can't really complain about our weather. It was crystal clear. It is cooling down at night though, finally. Although I kind of actually think we're about to start warming up again. Did I tell you all the stories I wanted to tell you? I think we did. Told you my Elvis story. Told you about the carnival. Yeah, I think I covered everything. can't remember what I was making the other day, but I didn't measure it and I just cut it and it was the right size. And Sparkle's like, it's like, how do you do that? How do you just eyeball it? It's like, I'm a paper crafter. It's one of my superpowers. I don't know. I might put this on the inside. I'm just not feeling it up there. I think it's just fine. I think I might pop some pearls on it. And not put a sentiment on. I don't always like sentiments on the front. But I like a sentiment on the inside. Where's Flo? I'm getting beat up in here. I need to talk food. Hey, John, did you see my breakfast? I have an Elvis approved breakfast this morning. Here, I didn't finish the second piece. My eyes were bigger than my stomach. For anyone who missed it. On whole grain bread, I made myself French toast. Then I put fresh ground peanut butter on it, a little bit of syrup, and I caramelized bananas. Put those on top. So there's some food talk for you. Oh, John is joining in. I made the best roast last night for dinner with gravy, and oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. I haven't heard new paper Ganza details. Biscuits and gravy casserole. Oh, I've never had it, but it sounds like a little slice of heaven. Okay, let's pop some pearls on this, because you just can't go wrong with pearls. And we'll call it done. What time is it? Let's see if we can make the next card quickly. It's an easy one, so I think we can. Let's use this pink and green, maybe. I want to pull out a little more of that pink. Pink is unexpected for fall, I think, but I think it's kind of fun. There is pink in the paper. There's also brown and blue. Those were pretty good looking. Ooh, I like the brown and blue. I think I like it better. All right. Goodbye to the pink and green. Hello, brown and blue. Let's do brown and blue. Oh my goodness. These teenagers came last night. It was a little couple. Woody and Bo Peep. Oh, I was like, y'all are the best costumes of the night. You're my favorite. Here, you get full-sized treats. Okay. They were so cute. And he was so courteous. I could tell he was a very gentle spirit. So cute. All right. I got this from Paper Ganza. I had so much fun shopping. I think my new couch is built. Our couches, I should say, are built now. I think we're going to get them by like November 9th. I'm really ready. I'm like so tired of waiting. I'm not, y'all all have probably figured it out. I'm not the most patient person in the world. I've waited long enough. I'm ready for our new furniture. You saw my Elvis breakfast. Oh, I wasn't sure if you were here for that. All right, another one done. All right, one more. Let's do, okay, first let me clean up my mess a little bit. So this is the acetate. This is just like acetate sheets, binder sheets that I like to put these Unity kits on because it helps me keep everything together. This one goes like this. And I like to keep the, I don't like to weed them. I like to keep the insides there because then it helps me know like what's missing, what goes where. It helps me fit everything back on the sheet. If I take this off, I struggle to get everything back in where it belongs. So that one's together. Oh, this one's missing. I've got this right here. This is from yesterday's card. Now this one's together again. Okay. Oh, that mushroom is so cute. That would be cute. The mushroom and the owl. So, all right. Got Mr. Rooster here. Let's get him back in his home. Now he was in the spring kit. And see, now this one doesn't have the acetate. The other thing I like about the acetate is it, you know, sticks to the back because once you release that paper, the clean gets less clingy. But if I put it on the acetate, it stays nice and clingy. So that's another reason I like to put these on acetate. All right. Let's use the bicycle. I'm thinking about buying Dr. Shrub a bicycle for his birthday. So we can go riding together. Like a young couple in love. Okay, let's use the bicycle. What I was doing when I was subscribing to this is I would go ahead and just immediately when I would get the new stamp set, put a piece of acetate on it. That was a good habit. All right. So this one came with some goodies too. All right, let's see what some of the sentiments are. Oh, I like this one. A little hello to warm your heart. Let's do that because these are going to be Happy Mail that I'll send out. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, where is it? It's under the poinsettia. Okay, so it's supposed to be right here. No, I think they're in a different order. A little hello to warm your heart. Here it is. Okay. Now, next sketch. We're going to have a bicycle. Hi. Oh, I said hi to you, Zal, but you're saying hi to John. Good. Mary was bragging on young Z last night during the show. Oh, she was? Jeez, I gotta go back and watch that. He is special. I love him. So this card design is uber simple. You just cut it and then fold your thing back. Now, our paper is not double-sided, so that's really cool because it gives me an opportunity to show you what to do if your paper's not double-sided. Yeah, he's quite the gentleman. I went to pick him up at school the other day, and the ladies in the front office were like, your son is so courteous. Like, he's so helpful and so courteous. I don't know, I'm just so proud of him. Okie dokie. Now, question is, I had pulled this paper out, but is this the paper I want to use? And how will the bike work in this situation? Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay. Okay, I think I know what we're going to do. So let's cut our paper. And this is my last card. I just can't help myself. Once I get started with Kendra's Card Challenge, I have to make 3. I don't have to make 3 cards, but I want to make 3 cards, at least. All right. So, I think we all know what we're doing here. 6 3/4. By 4 3/4. That is the size of the day. Okay. Then I'm going to take this one. It's going to be smaller than that. I'm going to do, now I'm changing the sketch just a little bit, not too much. Where's my bicycle? Hey, get off there. All right. Because I need it to be a little, I think a little bigger than my bicycle. Yeah. We can fussy cut that. I don't really want to, but we can. Let's so it's 4 3/4. Yeah, let's make it at least 4 1/4 for the next piece. Okay, so if your paper is single-sided like mine and blank on the back, don't worry, we've got this. We're gonna do 6 1/4. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 for this one, and then this one's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay. All right. This is so matchy-matchy. Okay, then you're supposed to take and fold a corner down, right? Well, I think what I'm gonna do is take and fold my corner up. So it's supposed to be at this top corner. I'm gonna move mine down to the bottom corner because what I'm gonna do is turn this into a tag that tucks in. Like this is gonna be kind of a tuck spot for me, I think. So let's look at that sketch again together. It's right here. This is sketch number 9 in Kendra's Card Challenge 20, right? So like what you're supposed to do is take this and fold down, and then you put something on it, and that's the sketch. I'm gonna take and fold mine up from the bottom, I think, like this. Now, that white is like bright white. That's like Colgate white. But that's okay, because you could ink blend it. That's one option, is ink blending. Or we can just cut another piece of paper to cover it, right? So we have all these scraps. We can just take one of these and cover it that way. And that's what we're gonna do. So I think I like this orange. I think what I'll do is just turn it over here. And oh, you went back to sleep. Good. I'm so glad. We're still here. You didn't miss anything, Zal. Get your rest. I'm glad people feel relaxed enough with me that they can get their rest. All right. So I'm just going to glue that right on there. Like so. And then let's make a cute tag with the bicycle. And then I don't have to fussy cut the bicycle because I don't want to. That's why. I guess that's the most fun thing about being an adult. Is we can just decide things like that. I don't have to follow directions. I don't want to fussy cut. All right. So now I need to make a tag that's short enough and narrow enough to fit just kind of right in this pocket. So ruler, here we go. I want it to be, and then let's stamp a sentiment maybe over here. Let's see, where's my sentiment? I kind of threw it when it was stuck to my bike. Yeah, we're gonna stamp our sentiment right here eventually. Okay. So I want it just taller than my bicycle. And it can't be too long because it's basically gonna stop about right here. I hear you, bird. So 4 by, let's do 4 by 3 1/4. Just kind of testing this. I might have to round my corners a bit. I might just chop off part of the tag. Because the tag's gonna be glued in. It's not gonna come out. It's just for looks. Okay, I like it like that. Let's mark it. About right there. And about right there. All right. And we're gonna have to lob off a little section like that. Okay. I wish I could think like that. Where did that paper go? Oh, it's still attached. Covering the corner with a November card I did. Oh, yeah. Well, you could stamp on it. You could ink blend on it. You could cover it with more paper. There's a lot of options if you want, or you could just leave it blank. That's not wrong either. There is no wrong answer. I bet your card's fabulous, Paula. Okay. So, ooh, I did not really cut that tag right. I just kind of lobbed some off. That was not the right answer because now it's super funky. Well, let's just make the other side super funky like we meant to do it. It'll be a reverse tag. It'll be an upside down tag. Like the Mad Hatter had made a card. Oh, that adds an interesting geometric effect. Listen, Nemo and everybody, you're getting in my way. All right. I like it. That will still go there. Now, the bike. Can we, and do we stamp it? I think we do. Let's try it. If we don't like it, you know what? I have more paper. So there's always that. Question is, what color do I stamp it in? Do I stamp it in black? Or brown? Trying to visualize it. Oh, let's do black. Living on the edge. Oh my gosh, my sister-in-law was wearing an Aerosmith t-shirt last night and I complimented her on it because I really liked it. It's like, I like your Aerosmith t-shirt. Now, I've known her for over 20 years. And she's like, thanks. It was the first concert she went to. Her first concert t-shirt. And her dad took her to see Aerosmith. Okay. Flo, John was looking for you. He wanted to talk about food. Karen Hankerson, how are you? Good to see you. That's how I would have done it. Oh, Debbie, hi. Say hi to Larry for me. I miss you guys. I'm guessing you're still in Vermont. Ooh, I like it, you guys. It's a little distressed, which I think really works. Okay. Hey, I like this. It's not what I was envisioning, but I like it. So that's all that matters, I guess. Just checking things out a little more. Oh, sounds like it's football time. All right. I think I'm gonna fussy cut all these out. And put them on here. I can put the other sentiment that I like so much on the inside. I should tell Dr. Shrub that I made myself an Elvis Presley breakfast that I have been fed. Because I hear him in there, turned on football, getting food mode. He doesn't know that I've TCB already. It's the little things that make life big. Isn't that the truth? Greetings, beautiful lady. Who is that? That must be spam. I don't know who that is. There we go. And I'll have to look later. All right. It's the little things that make life big. I like this. I like how there's like 2 on one side and 2 on the other. I like that. Someone take my Tim, too many normal cards. Look, John. I am a jack of all trades in card making, okay? I can do crazy, kooky. It just depends on my mood. Let's rough this one up. Oh, let me grab the right scissors for that. You know what? I'll save a finger. Let's use this tool. That's what it's for. This is a Tim Holtz Distress tool. I was going to get my other shears. John, I never got you. You got to see my shears at Paper Ganza, and you told me to get something to keep the screw from coming loose. It's a running theme around here. But I don't remember what that was. And no, I didn't get it because I don't even remember. But you told me, oh, just go to the hardware store and get some of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You can hear them in the kitchen, Sal. Yeah. All right. I like it even more with a little roughness around the edges. All right. But I've made a mess. All right. Maybe don't do that right over your project. Okay, and now I'm going to come in with my Distress ink and distress that even more. Debbie, y'all have a hop today, the Paper Stash Smash, so you guys can definitely check that out. I think they post at 11 my time, if I'm not mistaken. But you'll get to see all the stuff that they made and what they're using in November. I'm going to really age this. So I'm going to fold it, crinkle it a little bit, do it again. And now I'm going to ink those folded edges. Just going to add some interest to this inverted tag. I might tear it too. Yeah, that was a good choice. And then we'll ink that to the tear. Look, this bike has been around the block, all right? Where do you think it got the flowers? Had to go somewhere. It went around the block. Got all beat up. Came back with flowers. All right. Oh, but that makes it so much more interesting. Okay, cool. I think we got it. Just glue this down. And y'all heard it here. Kendra doesn't mind me doing all of this. Butchering her sketches. making them my own. I have her stamp of approval. I'm just gonna kind of stamp that down. It's got a lot of texture, so just want to make sure I get it nice and flat. Okay, let's glue it to our card base. I'm gonna glue down that flap. Hold on. I need a Stampin' Up order. I don't know if they still make the twine that I like, but Stampin' Up used to make this kind of like burlap embroidery floss that I really liked. I think we're gonna wrap this with a little floss. Hey, I had breakfast this morning.
You did already?
Yeah. All right, there's something wrong right there, but that's all right. We'll be okay. All right. This is hard to do, you guys. Floss on this edge like this. Once I have it glued down, it'll be fine. But for now, it's tricky. It's tricky business. Let's put some extra glue. Make sure it doesn't move. All my other glue is pretty dry too. So let's just put glue everywhere. Get this down on the paper. There we go. Don't worry about that little bit sticking out. We'll get to there. All right, now I'm going to glue this down. All right, we'll just trim this off. I was just barely holding it together there. So there we go. All right. I like the floss. What do y'all think? Check Hobby Lobby ribbon section for burlap twine. Yeah, Debbie, it's like the size, it's like the thickness of embroidery floss, but it's like a natural twine and not, you know, colored really. Is the best way I can describe it. I like it because it's real thin, like embroidery floss, but it has this like a real basic kind of natural tone. It's the little things that make life big. Something like that. Hold the phone. We might have to put a flower on this. Nope, not there. Not those. Not those. Okay, speaking of Hobby Lobby, Debbie, let me get my Hobby Lobby out. Or a feather. All right. these aren't glued down yet. Suddenly, the card takes a turn. Let me rip this up. An unexpected turn. And then put that, layer that on it. And then what do y'all think? I think I like it. Just position that back where I'd ripped it off from. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add the leaf. I don't know if this is a sticker, but I think it probably is. Or not. That's okay. The leaf gives it the fall vibe, or the feather, I mean, feels like it gives it more of a fall vibe too. And it's got foiling on it, which kind of matches the foiling. Of our sentiment. It's different. Okay. Alrighty. Let's put it on a card base. Oh, I think it's my last card base. Oh no, there's a couple more. I have got to cut card bases today. Yeah, Hobby Lobby, it's on a roll. Oh, awesome, Debbie. Awesome. I will definitely check that out. I need to make a note to self. Note to self. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I know it wouldn't be for everyone. This wouldn't be everyone's approach to this card, and I think it would have been even just as beautiful without adding those details, but it's just kind of fun. Just kind of fun to play around. And this is our last card. We did sketch 7, 8, 9. 7 was hungry. I can't help it. Dad joke. I can't help it. All right. Where are the other two? Here they are. So we did fall, y'all. We did it. I will have to, you know I'm going to be searching for that scorpion stamp set, right? Oh, yes. That is the motivation I need to get this room in better shape. Can't be losing the scorpion stamp set on the day when you want it. Okay, so the first card we did was the rooster. I love this because it's very like old school card making to me. Like this is what you would see in a 90s book on card making that you would get at your local scrapbook store. Excuse me. That would be the inspiration. That would be what this card totally makes me think of. It's like 90s card making magazine. And I loved it. I love it. So that's sketch 7. This is sketch 8. And we have this little squirrely, and we did do the inside every year. You get a little more nuts. And then this last one, which was a trip, and it doesn't have the inside done. It's the little things in life that make, it's the little things that make life big. That's what that one says. So that's it. A little fall card making. together with my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow will be a sheet load of cards. A new sheet load. Of course, you can see Alicia's video today, so you can see what her sheet load looks like. And then you can come back, hang out with us tomorrow, and see what the whole team made, which will be a lot of fun. I don't know what mine looks like because I haven't made it yet. I am never this late with a sheet load, but it's because I was sick all week. I have a very good reason. So here we are. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, got some inspiration, feeling inspired to go make something, whatever you want. I have a new obsession. It's these Daniel Smith. I only have one. Watercolor stick. We won't go down that road right now, but these things are incredible. Okay, that's it. I won't rabbit trail. Thank you, Nima. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Paula. Well, hello, Karen. You like the bicycle card? Cool. I think that was the kind my most abstract. You know, the further I go. Well, hello, H. Martin. How you doing? And they do still sell that thread. Oh, I love that thread. That is like amazing. That plus their dimensionals. Yeah. Well, you guys have a happy Saturday wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Oh, you love them too, Nima? Yeah, I'm hooked. I will be collecting these in time. But yeah, love those very much. I had lots of fun with you guys this morning. Thank you for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate you all. Happy November. Check out, Paper Stash Smash today. Check out Sheet Load of Cards. Check out Kendra's Card Challenge. Hello, that's where these came from. Go to kendrascardchallenges.com and you, my friend, can download your own PDF like this. Now, I just put mine in my Google Drive because my printer's broken right now, and then I just open it up on my phone. I can see all the things I need to see. It's great. So if you don't have a printer, don't worry. You don't have to print it. Just put it on your phone, pop it in your Google Drive, and it'll go wherever you go. Hey, Miss Karen's going to be with me. Karen, did we decide on the 8th? We're going to be painting poinsettias. Shay! So you guys will have to come back and be with us on that day. We're going to paint poinsettias. We're going to make it easy enough that anybody can do it. Everybody can do it. And you can add them to your Christmas cards if you want. So come back with us. We'll be together on the 8th. I'm so excited. We're going to have fun. Karen and I are going to have a good time. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Norma, you were here from beginning to end. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone, whether you're here 5 minutes, 3 hours, however long you were here with me. Thank you so much. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I always have fun with all of you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.